lightly 'cause it's heavy, heavy friendly. There is an eagle flying.
Hi, listeners. Welcome to Heavy Friending, Austin's #1 friendship-based podcast. I'm Laura Lee Bishop, sitting here with my best friend,
Joe Barlow. Hi, everyone. We are electric today.
We are, and we're mad. We're mad about a lot of things.
You were happy.
Pissed
and
off.
I asked you, are you in a good mood? And you said no.
No, I wasn't happy. I was just electric, like you said.
Thank
I'm on
you.
fire.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Yes.
This is a show about two people who didn't know each other.
At all.
Now they know each other.
We do. And should we talk about each other? Should we say they for the rest of the podcast?
Oh, it's us.
Do third person kind of thing? Okay.
They should know who it is.
Okay. Yeah.
It's us.
It's us. We didn't know each other. Now we're friends.
We're the affable hosts.
Oh, that's nice.
What is affable?
Like personable?
Oh, good.
Was that good? I
don't know.
Okay, whatever. What the thing is we know a lot of things, and that's why we have a podcast. You know, they say everybody has a podcast these days, right?
I hate when fuckers say that.
Well, I hate when they say that because, first of all, not everybody has a podcast.
No, my mom.
But also, yeah,
no.
your mom doesn't even know what a podcast is. I don't know if she's sure.
Well, I guess she's aware of the concept,
Right.
but I never have grilled her on it.
Right,
Like,
right.
really tell me what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're not sure on that, and she's not sure on it either. But maybe everybody has a podcast, but not everyone has a podcast like this.
No.
Do you think there's ever been another podcast besides ours where two people who knew nothing about each other, had met each other one time,
This is what I'm saying.
did a podcast and
No.
then actually became best friends? Come on, this shit is groundbreaking.
Guinness Book of World Records?
Yes. Bob will Walters.
And I've said this before, but Vulture, they should write an article about us. AV Club.
Yeah, I'd love that.
This is right up your street.
I'd love that. I'd love 300 Club. No, is that it? 500 Club?
300 Club is a
700 Club.
religious show.
Yes, that's
right?
what I meant.
Oh,
yeah, the 300.
Okay.
What does that mean, 300 Club?
That means you had
It's
sex
like the
at
mile
300
high.
feet.
Yeah. Or they had sex with 300 people.
Oh.
Probably.
And this is the type of show you're listening to, and God bless you, and thanks for listening.
Well, don't get religious just because I said
Well,
that.
God bless you, and thanks for listening. Do you notice how I dropped the G off of listening?
Yeah, that's nice.
a little
My high
folksy.
school, my elementary school principal used to say at the end of every assembly and everything, remember, God loves you and I love you.
Well, that's
It was
nice.
another time.
It feels good.
It was a different time
It does
then.
feel good. And
He also said, keep your feet in your own front yard. And I have adhered to that advice to this very day.
keep your feet in. I mean, okay.
Keep your feet in your own front yard, you know?
So don't go into other yards?
Metaphorically, well, seriously, like don't kick the kids underneath the table and mess around. It was more for little kids. We were like in kindergarten.
Oh,
so keep your feet literally in your own front yard, but also, mind your own business.
Mind your own business. But travel. Certainly put your feet other places.
Right.
You got to explore the world.
Right.
But I do want to welcome, I'm sure we have a lot of new listeners because
Yes.
we've had a cavalcade of stars and guests. And,
Yes.
And I'm sure if you're a fan of some of those folks and you're listening here for the first time after that
Praise
favorite
Jesus. Praise
guest
Jesus.
Appeared on, we thank you and we God
we
bless
love
you
you.
and we love you.
Yeah, we do. And keep your feet in your own front yard.
And God bless your
And
feet.
God bless you. God bless you for that.
Yeah.
We're very religious too. That's another thing you should know about this podcast. Hail Satan.
Okay.
What? Would you say it even in a jocular fashion?
I would not.
That's the first time I've ever done. No, I've said it before, but
You
never.
said, hey, there's a
never
whole
on
episode
recording.
where you got. Oh, really?
I don't
you
think I've
edited
ever
that
done
out
it. I
because
don't
you've said it a lot on mic.
You mean on our ritual things that we do after?
Well, you got to get the
Yeah.
patrons happy.
I've got a goat in the backyard just waiting to be slaughtered.
He's cute.
Well, he's going to be dead in about 45 minutes.
Well, God
Guys,
bless him.
thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Oh, we now you're mad. You're jazzed up and you're electrified.
Yes.
You got your veins cooking and pumping.
Oh, do they ever pop out when I'm angry? You know, some people get like
veins?
one on their forehead that's just like thum, 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 thum.
No.
Okay.
I know that, but
feel
I
like
don't
it's
see
skinny
any
people.
veins on you.
It's skinny people, I think. You can't get to my veins, you know what I mean?
Okay.
There's like a lot.
Well, what if you hold your breath?
Okay,
Do you
hang
do
on.
that and then? Yeah. Oh, well, your skin's changing color. Is it? Oh, wait. Eyebrows down. Eyebrows down. Oh, no, not too far down. No. Oh, maybe a little. There's a little. Oh, yeah. There's kind of a big one on your neck.
I'm getting one.
Oh, it's in a weird spot, too.
Oh, I'm getting one. Oh, well, I saw Intervention one time. And you know what? This may come across.
Is this a show?
Intervention? You've never seen Intervention?
No.
It's about people who are hooked on drugs or alcohol, and the family is at their wit's end, and so they have an interventionist come and they all get together and try to put them in rehab, right?
And they throw holy water on them, and
it's pretty
is that what
fucked up.
that is?
Well, the only way for them to ever fully be cured is if the Lord comes in, the Dark Lord, and helps them. But
close.
if they don't open up their heart to Him, then that's not going to happen. But anyway, the interventionist comes, and then they do the intervention, and then hopefully they go to rehab. On one of them, a lady and her boyfriend were so hooked on heroin that they had blown every single vein they had.
Oh.
To where she would put a belt around her neck, pull it tight while he injected it into her neck vein. Isn't that brutal?
I don't even like the sound of that. I'm a squeamish young man.
I know you are. But she would go, like make that noise while she was doing it. And he would be like, bah, and put it in her neck. Whew, don't do drugs.
I don't like it. Can I hold my breath and you tell me how I look?
Sure, definitely. Go for it. Make more noises. See, I did it for the listener. I made a little noises. Your face is getting red. Oh, I don't like it. Stop. Oh my God, it's so red. And you're getting some here in the top.
I can't see.
It's too much. Wait, he's going to pass out. Don't faint, Joe. Are you okay? Is this for show or did it really affect you?
Yeah, I went black.
Oh, someone's
Dark
trying
Lord.
to reach you. Yeah, he's trying to reach you because you denied him earlier.
I'm strong.
To resist his powers.
I feel very uncomfortable now.
Yeah, so that's the kind of things we do on this podcast. It's groundbreaking. Hold your breath. Who can hold their breath the longest?
We do a lot of visual things.
Yeah, definitely.
That we have to describe.
Yeah, but that just shows you our power as storytellers.
The power of words.
The power of voice. The power of sound.
Of descriptions.
Yes, definitely. I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks lately.
Okay.
And the one I'm listening to now has 3 different narrators, and it is jarring. It goes from this one really good person, and then the next one sucks.
So why are they switching? Are they doing
There's
voices?
3 different, it's from 3 different perspectives.
Of course.
And God forbid the same person read those 3 different perspectives,
Well, so I listened to the Live from New York, which is the Saturday Night Live like story of all the years. And I listened to the audiobook, and the actual book is just like jumping around from like David Spade says this little paragraph, and then Lorne Michaels says
Spade saying it?
No, for the audiobook, they only hired like 5 actors. So it's like the same actor who does like, whatever. Chris Farley also does John Belushi. Or I guess they didn't interview John Belushi because, and they didn't interview Chris Farley either.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Well, if they had contacted a certain someone, I happen to know real close to my heart, the devil, then they could have maybe phoned in,
Yeah. So I guess that's good that they didn't do that.
Why?
The devil?
No, they could have talked to Lucifer and he could have hooked him up with Chris Farley and...
I know. I think it's better to keep that communication line closed.
Okay, well...
Because, in movies, you open up that line of communication and that's when he sneaks in. That's when he really... he takes over the whole house and he takes over the whole
Just for the listener, I am being facetious. I'm not a devil worshiper. I've been called one several times from the members of my hometown in Gilmer, Texas, in print.
Shout out to them.
Vocally and in print. So I just want to say that's not true. It's just a joke. And I would never tamper with the dark side because I'm too scared.
It's a little scary.
Remember we went to that screening of Saul Ravencraft was there? It was when we didn't know each other and we went to the same screening and I thought it was crazy and you didn't think it was crazy for Blair Witch Project, I think. And Saul Ravencraft did something with a mirror at the front.
Oh, I must have missed that.
He did something. And he took out some Ouija board and he was doing the shit. I almost want to get up and walk out.
Yeah.
When you start tampering with shit, that's when bad shit happens.
That's right.
Look at Chernobyl.
Well, Now
Look at
that
Chernobyl.
Connection's a little
Really?
murky.
I'm just saying.
You're saying they opened up
a portal to hell? I don't know. They open up something.
Well, it would make sense, I guess.
Yeah, spewing shit out into the air like that, and they couldn't calm it down. I mean, come on, we're tampering in dark-sided stuff.
Your eyes are what we call crazy eyes.
I need to calm down. Okay, what we need to do is we need to take a break.
My head still hurts from holding my breath.
Mine kind of hurts a little bit from doing that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. I don't think we're probably both gonna have aneurysms.
Well, I think when you were a kid, you did it all the time because it was fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Made you feel dizzy.
Made you feel dizzy. Did you ever do that thing where you would get on the wall and go and hold your breath and your friend would like push on your chest so you could like pass out?
What
pass
the
out
hell?
Game? Oh, you never
No.
did that? Damn, you weren't having fun slumber parties like I was.
Sounds like
ours was like
you went
borderline.
you were going to go for a long slumber.
Yeah. And go see my Lord and Master, the devil. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, I'm going to tell you all the things I'm mad about. Joe's going to tell you all the things he's mad about. You're mad about things, I'm sure. I'm sure you got something to say.
No, I keep my emotional level pretty stable.
Except for last week's episode when you were so happy. We'll be right back after this break. Omnibus dominum hominis omnes dunda dunda la 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 la. It's me, Satan. Hey.
Are we back?
We're back.
Oh, no.
We're back, and I'm back.
Yeah, you are.
The devil's back.
The devil, you know.
He went down to Georgia, I heard.
Where else did he go? The devil, he wore a blue dress.
He wore a blue
devil
dress.
with the blue dress?
Yeah, he did. He definitely did.
We've always been flirting
and you know
with
where
the devil.
He is? He's always in the details, Joe. Always in the details.
Get Behind Me, Satan was the name of a White Stripes album.
Oh, I thought you were going to say white supremacists motto.
I don't believe that's
Okay, I'm glad you didn't.
what that band is.
Well, I'm glad you didn't. Okay, so what are you so pissed off about?
You're the one who's got issues.
I'm mad about a lot of things.
Yeah, you start. Because
Okay.
I don't think I really
Well,
have
I mean,
anything.
just first thing that came to my mind just now was people peeing on the toilet seats. I feel like that's a common thing for me that I'm mad about.
So women are doing that?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
is this, whatever?
No, women are doing
All-
it. And I feel like I've said it in a previous podcast, but it bears repeating. It bears repeating. Stop pissing on the toilet seat. Sit your big ass down and pee and
Oh,
stop spraying
'cause
your
they're
piss
hovering.
all over the seat.
They're hovering.
Exactly. Not only I don't want to sit in your urine. I also don't want to have to clean the whole toilet seat off before I go. You know,
Okay.
I don't think it actually is doing anything. I know there's still remnants of your urine. Sit your butt down. If we all sit down together, let's take a stand to sit and sit
that's
down
good.
on the toilet.
That's
okay?
really good. Here's what I want to say, because now you've gotten me a little
Yeah. Okay.
excited.
All right.
Okay, bathroom technology.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Don't get
with
me started.
I'm curious what you think I'm going to talk about. But here's the thing. It's 2018, okay?
Wait, that's 2019, but
Oh, it's 2019.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
then we're really behind.
like way behind.
We're way behind. What do we do with our toilet stuff? It's since, the dawn of man, we've been going to the bathroom in a bowl, in a little pottery bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
Why hasn't this been updated? Why isn't there a suction system involved? Why
Oh.
isn't there, maybe a dry method? Why does it have to
dry
splash
method.
on me if
Sure,
I
sure,
make
sure.
a big deposit?
Right.
Where are the scientists and why are they not working on this?
Exactly.
The urinals, okay? You pee into a urinal, and if you have a decent stream, not to
Yeah.
brag, but
Yeah.
it doesn't need to be a really impressive stream,
Yeah.
although mine's pretty impressive. If you pee at that,
When the hole is really big.
no matter what, you're gonna get splash back.
Yeah, I get it. I get
And
that.
I get emotional.
And I know
about
that
it.
because I live in the house with a man and I clean the toilets in this house. You know what I'm saying? And I think, how did it get here? How did it get there? Whoa, there's a little on my brow, you guys I think you guys need to sit down too if you want to know the truth.
Well, but see, here's the thing. We have, and at least me, we have powerful streams. And, even if we were sitting down, that's going to spray up. That's going to just, it can't be contained. So maybe we need.
What do you think happens when I sit down?
I don't know.
It doesn't spray up. No, it's not
I don't
that,
know, but
it's
we
not
have some.
that strong.
We have some good streams. But you know what the astronauts did?
What?
At least I know, like the original astronauts, they had a sort of condom type device. They would put a condom on, and then they would pee into that, and then it would be in their suit. So they would deposit. I'm not saying this is what, but that's if it's good enough for an astronaut.
Right. It's good enough for us.
Maybe it's good enough for us.
Yeah, and shit into a condom.
Or where is the research done that would say, oh, that's not a good method? Maybe that's the method.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we need to and prioritize. Speaking of space, why are we worried about going to space when we've got troubles at home? Okay,
I think that's
troubles
why
here.
People want to get away. They're thinking this is a lost cause.
Well, it is kind of with these.
We're gonna Noah's Ark it. We're gonna load up the spaceship.
One of my mortal enemies.
The space ark, if you will. Mm-hmm. We're gonna load in an elephant.
Ooh, what are we gonna put on
elephants?
there?
Well, okay, yeah. Let's think about it because
there's certain animals where I'm like, are we going to put a sloth on there? Who cares, really, right?
But they're
what are they
they're
doing?
Fun.
They're funny, and yes, they're fun. They're good for a gag.
Well, that's the thing. So, like, if you narrow it down, like, I don't really want any birds. So
well, you hate birds.
We have space.
I'm going to vote. I want a grackle on there for sure. I want to get a couple.
One grackle.
Well, two, so they can
to
procreate.
Annoy people.
To annoy you.
I think sloths. I think there's room for sloths.
Okay.
Because I think we want a giraffe. Actually, how about this? Okay. I want any animal that has been miniaturized. Oh, that's really cute and also space efficient.
Yeah, it is more room
you can
for
fit
stuff.
A miniature schnauzer.
But once if something happens and we get stranded somewhere, we have to start eating the livestock, if you will.
Well, we'd have to eat like
wish we had the
30
bigger ones.
mini. No, because we'll still pack them in.
Oh, okay.
We just have to eat more.
Like a dozen. We'll put a dozen of each instead of two of each.
I know. I'm not saying that. I'm saying
we'll
have
a baker's dozen.
Well, I'm saying we'll have a lot more space because we can stack them, 6 high instead of one rhinoceros.
By the time we get to that kind of stage, I feel like we'll be at a point where we can just like kind of petrify them or something where they don't move. Like to store them for space.
So then they don't have to eat anything.
Yeah.
That's true. Because bringing food rations might be
just
tough.
Seems like a lot. It seems like a lot to pack. And
but I'm also
about,
I'm saying no.
I'm a carry-on girl.
With Noah's Ark, obviously fish he didn't have to bring because they were in the water. So we're gonna lose all fish. We're gonna lose all birds.
I really like fish though.
What do you mean you like
eat.
them?
I want to be able to eat them.
Well, we have technology. We've made a fake burger. We'll make a fake
I got
fish
Beyond
product
Meat today at the grocery store.
Okay.
Ground Beyond Meat.
You haven't made it yet.
I haven't made it yet, but I'm excited about it.
I had the Impossible Burger at Burger King.
Was it good?
Well, if you like a Burger King sandwich, their method is put a lot of mayonnaise on it, enough so that it'll squirt out the back. Oh. And I liked it. It tasted good.
I like when mayonnaise squirts out my back. I went to Taco Cabana and I got a cabana bowl with no meat. I'm kind of off meat these days.
Good for you.
And I went around to the side and they said, "Hey, just so you know, we have Beyond Meat here. So next time you order a cabana bowl, you can get Beyond Meat."
So all these restaurants,
it's the fucking future.
Good for them.
Good for them.
Good for them. The rainforest is on fire.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's put out by the time this episode comes out.
God Almighty!
I don't know
so,
how
but I
you
don't
put
think
it
it's
out.
going to be. It seems like
the
it's just
sloths
going.
are burning. You're happy about it. I don't think they should be killed that way.
So you're mad too. You're mad about a lot of things too. It's not just.
Well, I'm always mad about what's been done to this environment.
Yeah, you said that done so hard.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, I care.
I care too.
I care, but you know what? I'm mad at myself.
Yeah.
Because I need to turn the care into more action.
Do you have paper towels in your house?
Yeah.
See, that's the first thing.
With that first thing?
Paper towelless, man. Go paper towelless.
I bought a 6-pack when I moved into this apartment and I'm still on that.
Oh, good. That's
so
good for you.
I don't use them often.
Yeah. That's good for you.
Because I don't clean, and that's how I help the environment.
Less water.
Less water.
Yeah. So I'm also mad about other things that I want to talk about.
I'm building
an
ecosystem in my apartment.
Yeah, mold and moisture,
and bugs, and and small rodents are starting to.
Really?
They eat the bugs.
The bugs eat the moss, and the water makes the bugs, and the rats eat the bugs. Yeah. And we're all connected in the great circle of life, Simba.
Oh, I was doing David Attenborough.
No.
You were doing Simba.
I was doing Mufasa, actually.
Okay. Yeah,
Simba.
I thought you were doing
Simba, you deliberately disobeyed me.
Oh, good.
That's pretty good, I think.
Okay. Let me do Attenborough.
Okay.
The spotted, ring-tailed, horn-eyed, one-toed, flying purple people. Yeah, man.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Okay. So wait. I don't want to laugh right now. I'm not trying to be happy.
'cause
I'm trying to
I'm
wallow.
ticked.
I'm trying to fucking explode right now. Explode all over you, Joe.
And mayonnaise out the back.
Oh, I'm gonna mayonnaise on your face. No, you know what I'm mad about? What I'm annoyed about?
Hit me.
I'm sick of following people on Instagram whom I know, whom I have had conversations with.
Right. Okay. I think we get where you're going.
Wait,
with this.
pardon me. With whom I've had conversations.
With whom I've had conversations, and them not following me back.
I'm sick of it.
How many are we talking? Do you have an app that'll tell you that? Because I do.
I tell me who's not following me back.
Yeah.
It tells me who's unfollowing me.
Let's run through the list.
It just pisses me off. You know what I did? I unfollowed a bunch of them.
Good. Me too.
And I don't care if they know it.
Well,
And I don't care if they know it. I'm sick of it.
It is annoying.
rude.
I think it's especially annoying if it's someone you follow just because of like sort of like a courtesy.
Right.
You're like, I was like, I never wanted to see your photos.
Exactly.
But I followed you because you followed me and then you unfollowed me.
Yeah.
I never wanted to see. You pulled me in.
But I'm even talking about people like in the community who I've met and we've talked and then we've even messaged, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then they don't follow me back.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck
No, I know.
you.
I know.
You think you're so fucking great? Fuck you. You're not great.
Who are the names
There's
of these
common
people?
courtesy, you know? There's common courtesy.
No, I
and
agree.
also, all of y'all out there need to learn to answer your fucking emails, okay? You're adults. You're not that big. You're not Lady Gaga. You're not famous. Get a little humility. Answer your fucking emails.
Man,
Do a little work. Hustle a little bit, you motherfuckers.
You're jumping around a little bit because I have
Okay.
something I want to say about Instagram.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, so here's the thing about
all
Instagram.
pouring out of me.
Here's the thing about Instagram. It's not Facebook. It's
No.
not where you have to mutually friend someone. As you say,
Exactly.
not everyone follows you and vice versa.
Right.
So this is why I'm like, Instagram, just show me every
money.
single post of the people I follow.
Right.
Because I've chosen to follow them.
Exactly.
So I don't like, to me, it's like, I understand Facebook has to have this algorithm
Right.
that curates content that it thinks I'll like because
Right.
we're friends with too many people. So it was before we understood social media. We're like, I want a lot of friends.
Well, remember when they
Now
wouldn't
it's like,
let
I don't
everyone-
want that many
Well,
friends.
I liked it when they wouldn't let everybody get on there.
Yeah.
Remember? And
Yeah,
only
it was an
certain colleges
exclusive.
had it.
Right.
It wasn't every college.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, oh, you don't have it at your school? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. I got in on the high school wave, so
Oh,
I was
you were
in
one of
early.
the ones that shouldn't have been doing it.
Right. I made it. I helped make it bad.
Yeah, you did.
But I was at least young. I wasn't like someone's dad,
Right.
someone's grandpa.
But you may be someone's dad and you may be someone's grandpa. You can't really say 100%
Right now?
for certain. Yeah. You can't say 100% for certain.
That's true. I'd have to follow up. I could say I'd have to follow up with some people.
Well, yeah. Probably like what, 2 or something?
Well, it's
One or two,
only the
right?
people that I've drifted out of contact
No,
with.
1 or 2 people that you've had sex with, right?
Yeah.
How many people?
I don't.
Just give me a
I'm
number.
not
I think
gonna-
we've reached that level.
I wouldn't say. So what was I saying? Yeah. So just show us the stuff, and same thing with YouTube. Like I subscribe to people on YouTube, and sometimes people's videos don't show up, and I'm like, that's why I've subscribed. They're like, hit the bell
I
notification.
don't want
I'm
to
just
hit
like,
a bell.
no, I subscribed. What does subscribe
Nothing
mean?
works how it's supposed to. Let me tell you. Today I'm on my Dropbox, right?
Oh, okay. Now we're
I'm
in a
trying
new
to.
thing.
Now we're getting somewhere. I'm trying to upload things because I'm cleaning out my computer. I get real nervous about losing shit.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to store some shit offline on Dropbox because apparently it's been online on my computer this whole time, taking up all this fucking space. Right?
I don't
go to
understand
do that.
exactly what you're saying, but you're so passionate.
Well,
I'll just
I-
let you keep going.
Well, online on the it's been
No,
on
don't
the
explain it.
okay.
Just keep going.
Okay. And so I'm trying to get it to work. It's not working. So I get on the because now you can't call anybody anymore. God forbid you fucking call IT. You got to get on the chat.
Oh,
you
the
got to get on the chat where it takes
you're
10
fourth
fucking
in queue.
Exactly.
I was fourth in queue today.
It's bullshit.
bullshit.
And you know, you're sitting there and you see him typing and you're like, what are you typing, Jacob? Fucking send it. I don't have all day for you to type these slow ass messages.
And is Jacob a robot? And it's like acting like he's typing just to fuck with us.
That's what I want to know. And so I've already sent my problem. And guess what's the first thing he says? Oh, hi, I'm Jacob. Nice to meet you. How can I help you today? Bitch, I just told you how you could help me today.
Why do you ask me? Yeah, why does it ask you to fill out the form? He's like, geez. Oh, I'm Jake. Are you stupid, Jacob? Or is your AI broken?
Can you read, Jacob?
Jacob, it seems like an important skill for someone who deals with chats all day. You should read.
So Jacob sucks, and I'm trying to figure out how to get to work. And he's like, oh, he do this, do that. I said, I just told you in the message above, I already did those things. It's not working. He's like, okay, you're going to need to go and put your computer into recovery mode. And you're going to need to enter this code in. And you da-da-da. And I said, you know what? I'm paying you motherfuckers every month to store my shit. Why do I have to put my computer into recovery mode for your shit to fucking work, Jacob?
Yeah. And what did he say?
Well, it's your computer because the software of your computer isn't compatible. I said, then make your software compatible. I said, I have a Mac, motherfucker. Everybody's got a Mac.
Okay.
Then he said, oh, well, you're using other cloud storage and people only usually use one. I said, no, they don't. I said, no, they don't. Do you use Dropbox exclusively? And he was like, well, I use Google Drive too. And I was like, Jacob's
talking about Google Drive? He should be fired.
Well, then he sent me a transcript of the conversation. I was like pretty embarrassed at myself because I was just being really rude.
Why did they send you a transcript?
Probably he was doing
it
like, hey, I'm going to send
too.
you what you said today, ma'am. So you can read back what you said.
I want to be so
probably
angry
like when
with
David
these people,
Hasselhoff's daughter filmed him eating that burger when he was drunk to show him how he acted.
Oh, is that why she did it?
Well, I think so.
I thought she thought it was funny.
No, I don't think so. Do you think it would be funny if your dad was consistently drunk like that?
Oh, it was a problem?
I think he was like an alcoholic. I bet she was like, this is how you look. And that's what Jacob was doing to me, I think. Were you nice to your person today?
Not that nice. I mean, I'm trying to be nice, but I'm also, it's the same kind of thing where you're like, I feel like I told you already. And she's like, are you going to need any more help? And I'm like, well, I don't know. I need to try and do the thing you told me to do. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, I had the same thing with AT&T because my internet's going at 5 megabytes a second and we're paying for like 25. Mm-hmm. It's bullshit. And you know what they do? They go, oh, well, reset it. I was like, you fucking kidding me? You don't think I've reset this thing in the middle of the night 100 fucking times? Mm-hmm. Here, let me do it again. Sure, yeah. I'll reset it. Then they do something, right? And they go externally and hack into the thing. And they're like, oh, we'll do some maintenance on it. First of all, why aren't you doing maintenance already? Okay? Because I'm paying you $100 a month for you to do this shit. Okay? Mm-hmm. Then it starts going fast. We get back up to 20. I'm like, this is great. We're at 20. Now, granted, I made them pay me some money for all the months I've been paying for slow internet. Mm-hmm. And then guess what happened? Next day, back to 5 megabytes a second. It's bullshit. They tell me, oh, they're going to send somebody out to look at it. So now I got to go on a Sunday with some big old man coming up the stairs in my house while I'm in my robe. And they said if it's a problem on my end, they're going to charge me $99.
You could put clothes on.
No. I'm going to be butt naked when I answer that door, and it's to make a point that I'm sick of the bullshit.
They're going to be like, oh, we need to come back. And he's going to come back with his buddy. Hard. He's going to be like, this is the robe girl.
I just have it like slightly open with my dick sticking out with a big boner. A big old boner. No?
And a urine condom.
Yes, of course.
To gather that urine.
Man, whew, do you feel like you got like, I don't know. I feel like I got a lot off my chest.
Let me say one thing.
Okay.
Because I now also have to deal with sort of some customer service stuff, like our DMs and at the work.
And your BMs.
Well, I always have to deal with those.
Yeah, we do.
But people are very dumb and very hostile.
Yeah.
Because I would tell people, like, this is just how it works. So they're like, oh, the app's not working or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, okay, you got to email this email address and they'll be able to help you. Mm-hmm. And they're like, no, I'm not doing your work for you.
Oh,
I'm not.
Are you sure you weren't talking to me?
No, it was like, can't you just ask your coworker this, how to do? And I'm like, this is the process we have. Like, I didn't create the process.
Yeah.
I don't know how to help you personally.
Is that how you say it?
No, I don't know what I said. I think I just didn't respond. Because I'm like, I told you the process. You can either follow the process.
I'm a hostile person.
It is, and it's hard when people are like, "Oh, I'm unfollowing you," and I'm just like, I'm kind of like, Dude, we have 4 million followers on Facebook.
Did you hear that, Chive?
No, I don't. I don't say
He
this.
doesn't need or want any more followers.
No, I don't say that to them. But I'm
Yeah.
part of me is just like,
We're not going to miss you.
I don't really think, if it seems like it's a pattern for a lot of people, then I go red alert. I'm like, I tell my boss, I'm like, I think there's a problem with
Yeah.
something. But like, if it's just one dude who's upset about something, I'm like,
Sorry, brah.
okay.
Wow. Do you feel better though after this?
I feel less electric, so I guess that's good.
I do too. I feel like I can breathe a little bit better. And also I've just missed our talks because we've always had like a third party here lately.
Yeah,
And it's like,
few ones.
we have to talk to them and about what they want to talk about. And it's like, we want to talk about what we want to talk about.
Well, you and I hung out once, and this was an angry event for us.
Oh my God.
A legend.
Yeah,
George
legend.
Clinton.
George Clinton, if you're
Parliament
listening right now,
Funkadelic.
if you're listening right now,
Because we're going to tweet this at you.
I'm going to say 4 words to you right now. Well, 2 words repeated twice. No, 3 words, and the first one is repeated twice.
3.
Okay, listen and listen
So
good.
2 different words?
There's 2 different words, and the first word is repeated twice to make up a phrase of 3 words.
Okay, wait, let me guess.
4 syllables.
Can I guess?
You sure can.
You suck, you.
Ooh, I like that, but that's not it.
What
it's
is it?
doo-doo.
Oh.
Feces. Doo-doo feces, but you do suck, you suck bad. It was horrible.
We saw George Clinton at the HEB Center,
Yep.
Cedar Park, Texas.
Yep.
And man, he left a
Stunk.
lot to be desired.
A lot. It
This
was
man,
bad.
and it was sad because they reminded me at one point that they had multiple songs that I liked
Yeah.
and knew.
Yeah.
But they crammed all those songs into a medley that lasted half the time of their other songs. Like
Yeah.
the song right after that had a jazz solo and it sounded like tap dancing. And you're just like, this isn't funkadelic.
No.
This is
It's shitadelic.
It's shitadelic.
Shitalicious.
it's doo-doo.
Feces, brother. It's doo-doo feces, brother. And it was horrible. It was painful.
And
I'm
it's
glad
his
I had
farewell
earplugs. I
tour.
felt sorry for you because you didn't have earplugs.
I didn't. But
Yeah, it
it's
was garbage.
It's his farewell tour, and you're kind and I'm sad to say this because the guy has had a great career. He's made
Yeah.
some great music.
Yeah.
But you're kind of like, if this was going to be the tour, then maybe farewell is good.
Oh, yeah.
And that's not how you should feel. You should
No,
feel like,
no.
oh man.
He sat for like 99% of the show.
Well, that bothered
Paul
you.
McCartney is old, and Paul McCartney, I just saw him at ACL, and he
Yeah.
was fucking great.
I know, but that didn't bother me. I would have been fine if he sat.
I mean,
if
he sang a little bit like this, but
Ooh.
he was a little warbly.
Oh, Paul or George?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
George kind of did that.
No, it was Paul.
Ooh.
No, it was Paul.
Ooh. Yeah, we left that concert early, and we went to see George Clinton.
Yeah, we
We left early.
Yeah, it was bad. Nothing is how it says it's going to be in this world. Nothing is right anymore.
Yeah.
And we're going to leave you with that.
And that's why you need to subscribe to this podcast, because that's one thing we'll guarantee.
Oh, yeah.
Is that we will be the consistent thing as promised. We are a friendship-based podcast.
Yes, Austin's number 1
Number 1,
friendship-based
you
podcast.
subscribe to this podcast and you'll get the episodes.
You're going to get that. Like, we're going to do what we say we're going to do
Yeah.
feces.
And we've never promised to do it every week. It's
no,
a
we
lot
never
of the
promised
weeks.
that. It's a lot of the
It's a good
weeks.
amount of weeks.
It's pretty much every week. Okay.
Pretty much. We've missed a few and sometimes more than that.
Well, sometimes we go, we're human. We're allowed to take a vacation.
Yeah, and
okay?
we've never said we wouldn't take a vacation.
No, we didn't. We never said we wouldn't. We never said we wouldn't find out where you live and go to your house
And teach you a lesson.
and teach you a real good lesson, you bad little girl, for not subscribing and rating us with 5 stars.
And that's
And listen, I'm crazy. Somebody rated me with 1 star and I found out who it was. And that is a true story.
and she had it removed.
And I had it removed. I had it removed because it was a bullshit review.
So listen, folks, if you're gonna leave a bad review, you might as well just leave a 5-star
Oh,
review.
go ahead. Just be prepared for it to be taken.
Because it's
the
either going to
fuck
be
down.
taken down, your account deactivated
and you'll be deleted from life forever.
forever,
And
or
you're going to die.
or you just put up that 5-star
Go right ahead. There
Feel
you go.
good about yourself. You know, why add negativity to this
And just
planet?
know I have people in powerful places. Look down. Everybody listening to this, look down right now. Look down at your floor. I think about what's under the floor.
No.
Earth.
Oh, no.
Magma.
No.
Go further. Go further down into the depths of hell where my best friend Satan is hanging out right now, just waiting for one of you to write 1 star. He's like, oh, make 1 star. He's waiting on it. He wants you to. He's like, I dare you, bitch, to write 1 star because I'll be coming for you.
Well, the Lord said, we are not the ones to judge. Something like this. I don't. It's not a direct
don't
quote.
throw stones
but it's
at glass houses.
I don't know. Was that him?
I
I don't
think that
know.
was it.
But I know that he said the ultimate judgment is for the Lord. So if the Lord rated us 1 star, there's nothing we could do about that because he is the one who will. We will face the final judgment from him.
Well, depends on what your interpretation of things are. So I just don't marry too much to that because you may be wrong.
The point is, your little 1 star reviews mean nothing to us, and you're scum if you do it. Because
you're scum.
God likes this podcast.
Oh, this is also God's favorite podcast too. You know what is great about this podcast is they say God and Satan like hate each other or whatever. They have found common ground with this podcast. Okay.
They both like, I think we've said this before.
We may solve like good and evil, with this podcast. So just remember that.
Well, because I'm more like the light and Laura's the dark. And,
sure.
And that's what makes an Oreo.
It's true. And a yin yang.
I'd like to see you make an Oreo without the light and the dark.
Well, they have those vanilla ones. So, guys, thank you so much for listening to Heavy Friending. We'll see you next week. Double stuff too, right?
They're called golden. Well,
so
double
you're the
stuff,
cream?
Yeah.
And I'm the cookie? Yeah. I like that. They also have I think a pumpkin spice one maybe.
Well, yeah.
They got some Halloween type thing going on.
But they're all built on the back of the original, dark and the light.
Okay. Don't say they were built on the back of the dark.
And the
in
light.
A phrase like that.
They were built on the back of the dark and the light. That's what I said.
Okay. But this country was built on the back of slaves. I just want to say that.
Oh, no.